Hello, this is Tokyo Trivia Walk. Today, we've come to MUSASHI-KOYAMA Station. MUSASHI-KOYAMA is conveniently located just a 25-minute ride with direct train options available from Otemachi Station, near Tokyo Station via the Mita subway line and the private Tokyu Meguro line, while it serves as a residential area for people commuting to various parts of Tokyo. The town has another distinctive feature. It is home to Tokyo's longest covered shopping arcade. That would be the MUSASHI-KOYAMA shopping street out of Palm. It's located right outside the station. This is the Palm shopping street. You can't even see the end of the arcade. Since I'm here, I think I'll start walking through the shopping street from a little further ahead rather than right here. The Tokyu Meguro line offers transfers to the JR Yamanote line at Meguro Station, providing easy access to Shibuya and Shinjuku. Furthermore, it connects directly to the Namboku line, making it convenient to reach areas like Roppongi as well. As a result, demand has surged in recent years. High-rise apartment towers have sprung up near the station, and the area is bustling with activity. The covered arcade extends to the other side of the street. It spans a distance of about 50 meters, I suppose. From here, we walk along beneath the arcade. As soon as you enter, you are greeted by a lineup of restaurants serving various cuisines, such as Chinese, yakiniku, kushikatsu, and beef cutlets, the aroma wafting from the eel. Restaurant is particularly appetizing and makes you feel hungry. We're back in front of the station. Let's take a look further ahead. On your left as we walk along is Might Park City, MUSASHI-KOYAMA, a redevelopment, area completed in 2021, that includes the high-rise residential tower we saw earlier near the station. It is incredibly convenient, being right in front of the station and directly connected to the shopping street. This shopping arcade stretches for approximately 800 meters, making it, as I mentioned earlier, the longest in Tokyo, and is lined with around 250 shops. Since Tokyo experiences a lot of rain, a shopping street with an arcade is truly appreciated. Originally, MUSASHI-KOYAMA was a peaceful farming area where the Shinagawa aqueduct, fed by the Tamagawa aqueduct, flowed. However, following the opening of Koyama Station in 1923, renamed MUSASHI-KOYAMA Station the following year, and the Great Kanto earthquake that same year, during which the area suffered minimal damage due to its location on higher ground, people began to settle here, transforming it into a residential district. After sustaining damage during World War II, the area underwent land readjustment and continued to develop as a residential neighborhood. The current shopping street was established in 1947, and the original arcade was built in 1956. The arcade standing today was constructed in the 1990s. Following a renovation, I've walked quite a distance, yet the shops keep on coming. In terms of the shopping street's layout, whereas the area near the station is dominated by restaurants and eateries. As you venture further in, you'll find more shops selling everyday goods and second-hand items. With a mix of independent shops and major chains lining the street, it offers a unique charm, distinct from that of a typical shopping mall. Since Japan sees a lot of rain, if you happen to get caught in a downpour while sightseeing, I highly recommend visiting this covered shopping arcade. You might just discover a side of Tokyo that feels warm and inviting, quite different from the glitzy, cutting-edge image often associated with the city. We are approaching the exit of the shopping street. It is a bustling area, with no vacant storefronts to be found anywhere along the street. Near the exit stands a mixed-use complex called Kaname no Mori, which was completed in 2021. It is a rather interesting complex, so I think I'll make a quick stop there. Kaname no Mori has reportedly received the Excellence Award at the Green Life Awards as an example of urban greening. It features an interesting layout, with a green walkway constructed alongside the building. Further inside, there is a shrine called Kaname Inari Shrine. Originally established in 1928 within an ice-making plant that once stood here, the shrine was open to the public for a time, but became inaccessible for worship for a long period due to building development in the 1960s. It has since been restored. You pass through an area where you might wonder if it's really okay to go through. It seems you can make your way all the way to the other side. You walk between the back areas of shops and private homes. I go down a Staircase that resembles a fire. Escape after walking all the way down and turning around. A red torii gate suddenly comes into view. This is Kanemi Inari Shrine. The proper etiquette for visiting the shrine is as follows. First, bat once before passing through the torii gate. Then lightly purify your hands using water scooped with a ladle at the purification pavilion. After that, make an offering, bow twice, clap twice, and clasp your hands together to make a wish. Conclude by bowing once, and finally, a bow once more after exiting the torii gate. In Shinto, shrines are fundamentally open spaces that welcome all visitors, regardless of age, gender, nationality, or religion. There are no strict doctrines or initiation rituals. Anyone is free to visit and offer prayers to the deities. A distinctive feature of Shinto is that you are welcome to offer a prayer to the Japanese gods simply because you happen to be in Japan. These are not places restricted to believers, so please feel free to visit casually. Now, we are back in the shopping arcade. Although we are near the exit, the shops are still lined up solidly. The approximately 800-meter-long covered arcade ends. Here, there are still a few shops even after you leave the arcade. If you go a little further, you will come to a major street. This is Nakahara Kaido, a road that connects Gotanda with the Musashi-Kosugi area of Kawasaki. Now, let's head back toward the station without going through the shopping street. Let's turn right at the entrance to the shopping street and walk along here. This area is a quiet residential neighborhood. The road we are walking on now actually follows the path of the Shinagawa Aqueduct I mentioned earlier. Although the exact date of its construction is unknown, it is believed to have been built in the 1660s. It was filled in, or enclosed in underground, conduits during the urbanization of the 1950s, so it is no longer visible today. If you walk a short distance, you will see a park. This is Asahi Park. The site was originally the estate of the Kyogoku family of the Sanuki Marugame domain. Sanuki Marugame is an old name for the region that is now Kagawa Prefecture. The park features a monument shaped like a water wheel, which explains that the Shinagawa Aqueduct once ran through this area. Leaving the park, I continue on my way. It was a purely residential area just moments ago. But as I get closer to the station, shops gradually begin to appear. That is when I spot Natural Hot Spring Shimisuyu. While it is a public bathhouse, a type of facility that usually features ordinary hot water, here you can enjoy two different types of hot spring water. I highly recommend it, as you can enjoy a hot spring experience without having to travel to a distant hot spring resort. The intersection just a short distance from Shimizuyu is known as Ushiroji, and a small shopping street extends outward from it. This area has many old buildings and a bit of a Shitamachu, old downtown atmosphere. There is a supermarket right on the right, in making this a shopping street that caters to the daily needs of local residents. Although the road is narrow, it serves as a shortcut, so the traffic is surprisingly heavy. I'll proceed with caution. If you go straight along this road, you will find a large park called Rinshi no Mori Park. It is a great environment for raising children, making the neighborhood popular among families. If you go a little further, you will reach a greenway. This greenway occupies the site of a former railway. Line to the Tokyo Meguro Line originally ran above ground. However, issues such as traffic congestion caused by level crossings and noise affecting the residential area led to the line being moved underground in 2006. The space that opened up as a result was transformed into this greenway, serving as a place for relaxation. Beyond this point, the former railway track has been converted into a bicycle parking area. Here is an overview of the route I walked this time. Musashi-Koyama is a town that evolved from a rural area into a residential district following the opening of the railway. It overcame the Great Kanto earthquake and subsequent wartime damage to achieve significant post-war growth. Why not visit here on a rainy day or when the sun is blazing? You can experience the unique charm of a traditional shopping street, something you won't find in typical large-scale shopping malls. It is home to Tokyo's largest covered shopping street. We hope you will come and visit. On this channel, I walk around various stations in Tokyo and share interesting historical facts and trivia. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button.